We're back. Who knows what possible strategies these four have concocted while I've been away? I just really want to see a scene where Bandito is left behind, and he's like, "Don't worry, I can take 3 Jenners." And that's when he just the fucking Shadowhawks show up, and they're just like, "Did you say Jenners? Jenners? Is that what you think we are?" That's all I want. That's all I want. Friends, countrymen, Romans, lend me your... I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, I had in fact lost initiative again consecutively.
Yep.
Well, I'm for Max this time around.
This is a new thing for you, isn't it?
You only have 1 less mech.
10 is
2 less than
10 is less than 12 Pondo. I don't know if you.
Well, I mean, previously you had 1 less from last round.
I'm just gonna continue doing them in packs of 3. Last one. Oh, no.
Did we have to walk off the hex or just make it to the hex?
You have to be in the hex at the end of the turn. I guess the audience would like to see what cruel strategies I'm purveying. Would make sense that they would want to see that. That will conclude my first turn, friends, countrymen.
Wait, you have to be in the last hex at the end of the movement phase?
At the end of the entire shooting phase. Turn, everything's done. At that point, you will disappear off the map.
I would like to move last, if that's okay with everything.
Not
Sweet.
letting Pondo move last? My god.
I will move.
Yes. Are you gonna whip it around? Inches away from safety, with no edge points, he turns and stands his ground.
I'm not going to leave my team behind.
Wouldn't have left me behind. I'd have gotten out.
Oh my god, can you say that in character in a really anime-ish way? Our friendship will get us through this situation! I can't allow the bonds that we've made together to be broken.
Bandito, you're an idiot if you think you can single-handedly take the fire from 10 mechs. I don't care what size they are.
That is not what
I don't want to have to hire a replacement.
It's basically what Arthur said.
Okay.
I'll go. 1, 2, 3.
Conscious.
4. Actually, 3, 4, 5.
I do recommend Black Rabbit getting off the...
Actually, I really don't want to...
That's when Sid reveals that I've paid him an enormous amount of money in character.
If I do that, they could all shoot at my back arc, though.
3,
So I'm going to
4,
say
5.
The only ones that'd be able to do it would be the Jenners, maybe, and then Wolfhound. The spot doesn't...
Wait, what's walk? Green is walk?
Yeah, Green's walk.
Friends, I see you trying to get mechs that have long-tom artillery pieces on them. That's weak-ass shit. When you need to buy a mech, you need to buy a mech with a mobile hyperpulse generator inside of it. If your mech doesn't cost 4 billion more than the most expensive warship, you have incorrectly chosen your war machine. What I just said there is not true, but it sounded very hyperbolic, so. There is a mech that does have a mobile
Hyperpulse
HPG,
generator,
yeah, and it does cost like 6 billion or something.
A hyperpulse generator is like a communication thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like being a walking cell phone tower for the galaxy or something like that.
Yep.
Pretty much, yeah.
Actually. 5? Yeah.
$79. That's going down 2 levels, not 1.
I think you only went six hexes. You started there, so 6 hexes.
Okay.
Can I mule kick him?
No.
You have a quadrupedal mech for that, I think. Which makes me want to get a 4-legged mech.
I've noticed poking around on the internet, some people are really into those.
Quadrupeds?
The quadrupeds? Yeah.
Wait until I tell you about land air mechs, my friend.
I mean, all y'all ever do is talk shit about those.
Because they're fucking horrible. They have the performance of a 25-ton mech, but weigh 50 tons.
But
And
the
they may,
trade-off is
they may
can
randomly
also fly.
explode when you attempt to land.
Trade-off is you can fly away.
The trade-off is you could just transformers into the air. You fly up on your jump jets, turn into an aerospace fighter, and fly off. Yeah, that will conclude the gender movement. It's only 7 billion, guys. My apologies. It's only 7.8 billion for the mobile HPG mech. My apologies. 7.8 billion. That's roughly 7.8 Black Rabbit Wells. Just kidding. It's actually double that because she's only got 500 million. Very paltry sum.
I'm sorry, Black Rabbit. I didn't realize you were so poor.
Wow, what a turnaround from last episode.
There's going to be a spin-off that's Black Rabbit and Molly, and they're going to be waitresses. We're going to call it 2 Broke Mechwarrior Pilots.
It's our turn.
It is. It has been for a while.
What are you doing?
Saying hi to a Jenner.
We have to leave next round.
I can.
Otherwise, our dropship will explode.
I can leave.
What's your
I've
jump rate?
calculated this.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
it's pretty
All
easy.
right.
It's going to
You
be
can just actually
so
jump out,
funny
can't you?
if he takes an internal hit on exactly 1 jump jet.
One leg
Get
with its
left
jump
behind.
jets gets blown off.
And then he's got 10 mechs standing over him, just being like, get on the ground, raise your hands, lower your hands. Oh boy. Incredibly bold.
See.
pilot is. Town 4 fell, right? That's...
Yes.
Yes. Wasn't Jenner 2 unconscious?
10 or 3 that's unconscious.
Junior 3 was unconscious, and then I blew it up. Or whatever Jenner was next to me.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Cotton will arrive. That was a.
My turn?
Love how all of you are so sure that you will take no motive damage at all.
I can still run off. I can run off,
Incredibly.
walk off.
What if you take a gyro hit?
I don't know what that does.
It doesn't do anything to movement.
Really?
You
What
can
if you fall
lower
down
them.
when you take a gyro hit? Shit, didn't think about that. Can't jump when you're falling down. You have to
think she
spend
has
2
edge.
movement points standing up. If she gets a gyro hit on a through armor center torso critical, she's dead.
I don't. As long as it doesn't get hit a second time, she's fine.
She won't be able to make it off the map.
If she passes the gyro check, she'll be fine. Are you saying if the gyro is taken
No,
out?
don't worry about it, Pondo. Don't worry about it. You guys are playing incredible risk. Incredible.
Well, I would have to run and have my back facing to them to get to that last square.
I know. Exactly. It's fine. Shoot with first. Oh no, I actually have so many options now. Do I need a spotter? I think so. You have a 1. Four, 5, 6, 7, 9, 9, and 11. I can. That's theoretically doable. So let's open with an LRM blast, needing a 9, an 8, which is like a 9. L10 firing and rapid fire is no. That's a miss. So, you know, I knew I'd eventually get in range and take some shots, but let's see, that builds 2, 8, dissipate everything. Cool, you guys are up.
I don't know what you guys want to shoot at.
I'll go first. I'll shoot everything but my lasers at this wolfhound. Oh, but my gauss rifle, I mean, at this wolfhound.
Which Wolfhound?
The one right in front of me.
Okay, you're shooting right side on Wolfhound 2.
Mhm.
Got it.
The gauss rifle because it's too close. So that's why I'm not shooting at. My PPC's first. Oh, I forgot to say what I'm shooting at. First one hits location 9. Right side. It's left torso.
For 15.
10.
I have 1 point of armor left.
The second PPC also hits location 8.
Center torso.
Okay.
And my first laser hits center torso for 5.
Got it.
And my last laser hits location 4 for 5.
Right arm.
Okay.
And then I'm done.
Shall return your fire with a blast from my boy Wolfhound 3. 7, 8. On a left side shot. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On a medium ranged ER large laser attack. That will hit. Left side 6 is the left leg. That's going to take 8 points of damage. You are up, friends.
Okay, I can go next. So I'll take a shot at the Jenner that's right in front of my face.
15.
And I'll be firing ER small, a streak 6, 1 medium pulse laser, and 2 PPCs.
So sad that you don't have the iconic machine guns that the regular Timberwolf has. This would be the literal one situation where they would be perfectly useful.
I have a +1 modifier to my firing from heat, so I have to hit 4s. So ER small
So high.
will hit. That's a headshot for 5 damage.
Yay. Okay.
Medium pulse laser will hit. Let's see, what arc am I in? I'm in your left arc. So that is a left leg. Take 7.
That's 1 internal.
No crit.
Okay.
ERPC number 1. You take 15 to your left torso.
One
No
internal.
And take another 15 to your left leg. And that does crit. If you have a left leg.
7, 8, 7 more. That takes out the left leg, left torso. I fall. What's location 8? On a...
What side?
right side.
Center
It would
torso.
be-
Cracks that shit open. Pilot takes another internal damage hit. He's good. I think that covers it.
And I still have my streak 6, which will hit. First 2 hit your right leg.
Okay.
2 more hit your head.
Cockpit is exposed. The pilot dies instantly.
Really?
Welcome to
Radioactive
radiation
flame.
planet.
I guess there's no need to continue then.
Hey, I forgot about that. We really do got to get off
The
this.
radiation decapitated a mech.
Well, I still need that so that I can shoot. But yes, he is super dead. The front end of the mech begins opening up, cracks form in the cockpit shielding, and the guy's just like, as there's literal sizzling noises coming from. You can see his face starting to grow boils. Disgusting. It's horrifying.
I
There's
just sent out on comms. It didn't have to be this way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start by having the general that's behind you fire into your rear arc, just as the revenge, real quick.
Punishment. Yeah.
Get some rear headshots, crack that thing open, and then he can go. It didn't have to be this way. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, you don't. No, 6. I'm shooting 6s on everything.
Well, this will be fun for me.
I'm a missile spam. It's actually 8, 7. 7. I'm firing 7s.
You'll be fine. Probably.
Yes. Left leg takes 5.
Okay. Whoop. That's the wrong left
No.
leg there. There we go.
No. The last laser hits you in the left leg again for another 5.
Okay.
SRM's hit. 7 on a 4-pack is
It's 2.
3 missiles.
What was it? 3?
You take 2 damage to left torso rear.
Okay.
Right leg.
Okay.
Center torso rear.
Okay.
Alright. That's it for him. Builds
I'll go.
6 more points of heat.
Tis the buzzing of flies.
15. I need to make a shutdown roll for him.
I'm gonna split fire.
I see. A unique choice.
I'm gonna do a SRM 6-pack onto the Wolfhound.
Are you torso twisting then?
Torso twisting this direction.
Yep.
This is
You
my,
still do that?
SRMs are... Actually, I think they were both torsos, aren't they? Yeah, they are.
Facing this direction. Got this.
Well, I'm facing towards this way.
Yeah, I understand. Your left arm can, in fact, shoot that direction. Is the SRM in your left arm?
Oh, wait. No, never mind. I can't do that.
You have no weapons in your left arm, so
I would have to use my right arm.
in which case you'd be facing the wrong direction to shoot at the Jenner.
Yep. What is there in my right arm? I'm fine with that, actually.
I can barely hear you right now.
It's
Oh,
because
I
he's mumbling to himself.
Yeah.
I do that too. I just want him to mumble more clearly,
For the viewers.
Enunciate.
I'll fire my large pulse and small pulse at the Wolfhound too.
You're talking about the wolfhound over here that's crawling. Wait, which one?
That one.
That's wolfhound 4.
Wolfhound 4. Sorry.
So you're gonna right torso twist then and fire
Yep.
with your right arm? Okay.
Yep.
I understand.
I'll take the -1 to shoot the rear arc.
Sure.
So 1, jump for 4, ran for 2. -1 makes it total up to be 7. -2 for large pulse, since it's in short range for that, would be 5, and then small pulse will be 7. So large pulse for 5. That will hit. Hits the right leg.
How much
for
damage?
9.
Okay, right leg snaps off.
Excellent. Do you need to do fall stuff?
I
real
do.
quick?
Oh, it's that mech.
Yeah.
Facing one turn to the left.
I decided to switch it up.
That poor guy.
It's like he won't shoot at me at all. Lol.
What's location 7 left side?
Left torso.
Okay, it lands
Dies.
on the ground and breaks its own center torso open.
Idiot.
How much does it break into the center torso?
4 points.
And it only needed 2.
It only needed 2, so it's dead.
Indeed.
Well, at least he'll be alive because
It's true.
his head ejects.
Well, first his
You could fix that.
stays conscious when taking the damage, and then it ejects.
It's one small laser will do it.
I'm not going to kill the guy.
Pew!
It would take more than a small laser as well.
Pondo giving up experience points, manually lowering his stats. I don't understand what's happening, guys. Pondo, have you checked out of this game, or are you just trying to play in hard mode?
I've never shot someone who just got out of their mech.
Look, I'm sure we
people
can tell
know.
100 stories about all the horrible things that you've done.
Like what?
Sorry, I'm too busy having to shoot Red in the back right now.
Do it, I dare you.
I know what happened with Kenneth Cross. I was there. I'm just saying that was pretty brutal.
I want to say, by the way, viewers are so confused. The thing about Kenneth Cross is
I'm
all
confused.
that happened as part of a podcast I've been trying to set up for the last few years, like a cross universe. All of my campaigns are connected. And so all that Kenneth Cross shit took place on a podcast where that was happening. And afterwards I was like, well, this is weird. You sure you want to make this canon? And Pondo was like, yeah, of course. And then we started the next episode and I was like, you really sure you want to make a canon? He's like, yeah, of course. So now we're in this weird situation where Rad's character's like, everything that happened is impossible. This does not make any sense. In universe, this would be fucking insane. And I'm like, I agree with you, but it did happen. And so we're in a super weird place. All right. 4, 5, 6.
Using their
7.
different series was my idea, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I've been trying to link together shows for a while. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Carlton is literally in this show. His name is Carl Eden, and he's a news broadcaster. 3.
James
So
Jives always holds a special place in my heart.
which one?
James Jives.
James Jives. I mean, James Jives is on so many shows. Every Pathfinder game. Okay, I guess I'm just trying to hit 7s. I have to include yours. 8, 9, 10. All right. This guy's dying, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fire everything. Well. Your left arm takes 5.
Okay.
Bandito.
Oh, not me.
I'm shooting with the dude who just got jacked,
Got it.
so don't forget about him.
Da-da-da-da.
What am I being shot with?
5 damage, left leg.
5 Gauss rifles.
Well, that's a fucking confirmed hit with this magical and wonderful SRM4 pack that will hit with 3 missiles. No, that might be 4 missiles.
I think that's 4.
It's 4.
11.
All right, well, rear center torso takes 2.
You're shooting with SRM's force. I'm confused. AP, you shooting at me?
Yeah. Yes, I am
With
shooting
who?
at you with the Jenner that's dying.
I shot a wolfhound.
You shot this guy right. Oh, you're right. I might have just fucked this up really badly.
Start over.
Yeah, ignore everything that's happened so far. All right, let's go back to the point where I was going to go ahead and shoot Rad. Let's start there.
Okay. So that's the dying mech.
He's at 4.
No, the
I'm
Wolfhound is
6. So it's just 6 to hit everything on the
They're
back.
both dying.
Miss.
dying. Oh, that is right. That is the die.
Was a hit. Alright, Rad. Left leg takes 5. You know, I had that beautiful, beautiful SRM4 pack hit that is gone forever now. Rear left torso takes 5.
Okay.
And I believe, good sir,
That is the cockpit.
That is center torso.
that is a
The
center
center
torso.
torso. Armor
Rear
crit with a
through
crit.
armor critical with a crit on an SRM2, which is exactly what you want to have happen with SRM. Sorry, SRM4s, which is exactly what you have happen with them. 8 is 3 missile set. So first missile causes a critical through your rear center torso armor. I want it to be a gyro so incredibly badly to punish you all for your terrible, terrible choices to not run away individually and to teamwork with each other and stand together. Y'all are doing anime-ass shit. Leave each other behind like wolves. 4-1 is a
gyro.
fusion engine hit. God damn it.
4-1
is
is a gyro.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 4-1. It is a gyro. Yeah, it's a gyro.
So he needs to make
You
I
mean
think
they
piloting
piloting
roll
roll at +3.
at +3.
Which
Which
doesn't
affect
oops.
any sort of movement.
Was that 4? I have a piloting of 1. So that makes it, doesn't it? Needed a 4, got a 4.
Yes.
You're okay.
4
I feel okay.
now.
I feel fine. I feel good. Arthur's so funny.
About your fucking friendship.
Look at these terrible tactics. If we had all left and one person had been left behind and mauled, he'd been like, look at your terrible tactics.
Yeah,
You left this
exactly.
person."
I wanted you to leave Bandito behind. He even said, leave me behind. I wanted it.
Yeah, but that's
Wanted it.
stupid.
I mean, who's to say I wouldn't? I'm just waiting for Black Rabbit to get off the map.
All right, so this
I'm
gen
waiting for everyone, so
Like a good commander.
builds 5, 6,
Maybe
7.
I'm waiting for you all to leave.
First one off the chopper, last one on the chopper.
Guy that died when his cockpit got. Yes, that's gone now. But he did manage to put that gyro hit in. Congratulations to you. Guys
What's
are-
the name of this?
we're proud of you,
mercenary
Jenner
we're up
3.
against?
You're the only mech that accomplished anything against us.
I disagree with that assessment. There are several spotty-looking rear armor people. You're asking what the name of the mercenary unit is?
Yeah.
Aldrich's Marauders.
Is that familiar at all? To anybody other than would they? Well, anybody. Yeah, I'll make a roll. What do I got to roll? I'll just roll d6 before you tell
It's
me.
2d6.
Yeah,
Would it be protocol something?
I got a 7.
All right.
So
I
no.
mean, you don't recognize Aldrich Marauders specifically, right? Like, who would know
Okay.
one of 1,000 mercenary units in the Inner Sphere?
That's what I figure. Sure.
No one's ever heard of Crow's Black. Well,
Oh,
now they might have.
plenty
Now
of
that
people
Crow's
have.
Black has a Solaris 7 fighting guy and is partially sponsoring the Kenneth Cross historical montage film. Friends, it is your turn. Can't convince you to turn on each other. I can't convince you to leave each other on the battlefield. I don't know what it's going to take in order for me to win this battle.
I mean, I did my job. I cleared the Cauldron Born's path, so all it has to do is just back up.
Yeah.
I acted as bulldozer.
I had faith that you would. I can shoot, I guess. Nobody else seems to be excited about it.
I mean, I already fired, so
I think you might
All-torso
be the only
twist
one that hasn't
and,
shot.
Shoot Wolfhound 2, the one that Cotton started in on.
Very well.
And now, with 0 heat, I will shoot both ultras twice. An ER large laser. Makes 24. Do you build 1 heat for walking?
Yes.
Build 1 heat for walking. I mean, we're just walking off the map next round, so just fire everything.
Yeah, I fire everything. Fire everything.
Because you'll build
I'll build like
not enough heat to matter.
like 10 heat or something like that. Well, that's 2 movement points. I might not want to do
it's
that.
8. You'll build 8.
Oh, I'll build 8. Okay.
9 heat for the walk. So you'll have -1 modifier in movement, which, like I said, won't matter.
Won't matter. Okay. I'll do that.
Because you can still walk 3, 4. So
Well, I didn't move enough for it to matter. This wolfhound moved enough for 3. So that's 4. I'll be shooting at 4. I guess 5 because I walked, right? +1 for walking. 5. Shoot 5.
I can always tell when Cotton's drawing something because the hand in Tabletop Simulator makes very deliberate movements.
Technically, I'm coloring something.
I already
All
called
right.
her out on it.
AC 10, 1. First one. It hits. It does not cluster, and you said I needed an 8, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Did you get a critical roll of 12?
no. That's
No,
a
it's
location
cluster. He needs a
roll to
cluster roll of 8+.
Well, I mean, the first shot is a 12.
But I hit him in the head with an AC 10.
Well,
you
that's
cracked
it.
it
I mean,
open.
you
He's
still
dead.
fire all of your other weapons and build all that heat, but he's dead.
Right. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this idea, this guy is just rushing, trying to get ahead of the Marauder. The Marauder's keeping pace with them. The guy turns to look in your direction briefly, and you blow his head off with a line of projectiles. I mean,
Dropping like flies, boys.
as is customary now, I'm going to have the dying mech fire everything.
That's 3 light mechs down this round.
He's going to
Thanks,
torso
Ron.
twist towards the Marauder. That was the
You're welcome.
number 2, right? So, I mean, I have no reason not to fire everything right now. I have a +2 to shoot.
Sure, you don't want to fire at me?
I'm pretty sure.
You're not
You
the
haven't done
target.
anything to me.
+6.
Kill me. Do it. I dare you.
Scratch my big toe. That's it.
Seven. Alright, I'm shooting 7s. They are large hits. 11. Left arm takes almost certainly
8.
8. Yes. Left arm takes 8. Cotton. Left arm takes 5. Right leg takes 5. Missile misses. That's super unfortunate.
It wouldn't have penetrated anyways.
Very unfortunate.
Anywhere.
Doesn't matter. I wanted it to happen, man. Okay, so now I finished firing with my mechs. Wolfhound 3 hasn't shot, I think. Or did he?
No, he shot.
1, 2,
I've been shot at
3,
4 times this round, if
4.
it helps.
5.
shoot.
So now it's Jenner 3 and the rest of the gang. Guy's gone.
Wolfhound 2 is gone as well. Oh, Wolfhound 4. Sorry, I keep confusing.
6, 7, 8. So he can definitely shoot 4, 5, 6, 7, 11s. I'm just gonna fire the lasers.
Don't want to shoot at the tasty Wolverine.
Nope. That's a hit. Right arm, Cotton, takes 5. And I need you to make a piloting roll to stay standing.
Okay. I just rolled 2d6.
Yep. You're good.
I got an 8.
Okay. And 11, 12, 13, 14. I feel like I can definitely... I might have already shot with this guy. I think I made a mistake somewhere in...
I think you already shot with him.
I mean, somehow I've shot with 6 mechs despite only having gone 5 times then, but...
The first round you fired with 2 mechs.
Find that highly unlikely, but sure. And 11.
Pretty sure you did.
$18, which means this is 20. I can make shots at 18. That's a thing that is possible. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 12 for both of them. So yeah, let's do it. LRM 20s and Ultra AC 5s. Looking for 12s. No. No. The third one will also do that. No and no. The final one does not fire. Don't generate any heat in the process. Let us withdraw our movement dice as we enter.
I need to kick first.
Very well.
I need to get a 5. Or no, 4.
Friend, if
No,
you are
5.
kicking, I shall also kick. And
Okay.
I act first in the kickingness.
Yep.
4, 6. I need a 7 to kick. That'll do it. That'll fucking do it. Center torso kick? Is this the real life?
It's a different roll. You can only hit the legs.
Where are we
You
at?
can roll D6.
Single D6.
There it is. 1. Left leg.
That's right leg. You're hitting
Okay.
the front.
It's right leg.
Oh, I was looking over here. Sure, right leg. You take whatever a Jenner's worth of kick damage is. Get fucked.
It's a damage.
tons?
It's 1 per 5 tons. So
7.
yes.
And I need you to make a piloting roll to stay standing.
Is right leg correct?
Yes.
Yes, right leg is correct.
Sweet.
Okay.
I'm good.
Now you may kick.
I need to get a 7. That is a 7.
Oh.
That is a 7. I can confirm.
It will penetrate whichever leg it goes through. I'll use this
What's the
one.
damage?
It's a D. It's. Shoot. D5.
What's the weight of your mech divided by 5?
55 tons.
So it's
That's
11 damage, which means it will go internal, but it will not destroy the leg.
Oh, crit
It
twice,
does
so.
2 crits.
I hit the right
Left leg.
There's a
Wait,
left leg. Yeah,
Are
left
you on
leg.
the, you're
Right,
on the
left leg.
forward arc, right?
Left leg.
Yes, left leg.
You guys sure?
Yes.
you
Forward
double
arc,
check?
4 through 6 is left leg.
Okay. Where's my other die? Who took my other die?
Oh, I did.
We'll give it back.
I was borrowing it. I'm
Trying
sorry.
to put some crits on the board down here.
You just need to roll a D6.
I mean, you can roll 2d6s when you're trying to get 2 different crits, friend.
Okay.
And now I need to make a piloting roll. I think I need a 9. Wow. Wow. Got exactly a 9. Must be painful. I'm good.
No, I really don't care.
You just wanted him to not be able to come after you.
I don't
I'm
know why you
satisfied
think he
just
wouldn't be
impeding
able
your
to.
movement.
Friends, let's roll initiative. For what is... Oh, well, that's a 14.
That's a 13.
Alright, well, let's withdraw these movement dice, and boy, I'm so glad to have finally won in the literal final round.
All right, I'll go first.
7 versus 4.
So we can't step off if we have enough movement. We have to wait at the last text.
Yes.
Okay.
Good luck getting the back shots on me now.
Shoots in the front into the head twice.
Yeah.
Shut.
You were sane.
You can't shoot in the back now.
You guys move 1. And I move 1?
You have 7.
Yeah,
I
4.
think it's 1, 2, 2, 2.
I have more than double.
Is it 1, 2, 2, 2 or 2, 2, 2,
No,
1?
that can't be right. You have 3 left, I have 7. I have to move 2 to drop me down to 5.
We have 4.
But you just
You
moved.
already moved.
Oh.
5 versus 3. Then it's 3 drops to 2. I do 2 to bring it down to 3. That doesn't sound right to me, but sure, we'll just do it that way. I think it's going to make a huge difference. So I will move 2. Five. One, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. You guys are up.
I'll move.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Jump to here. And I drag my ass one more step forward. Fall over, nearly dead. You guys are
I
up.
will move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And with -1 for movement, that's all my move.
Okay. You could have sprinted at least.
It wouldn't have
If you're at
made
-1, it'll turn you to 4/6. If you do a sprint, you do at least 8.
I mean, that's all of my movement. That took all 8 of my movement. That took all 7 of my movement.
If you sprint, you can't shoot, but you can turn around.
-1 is to your walking speed, which turns your 5/8 to a 4/6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and we'll just say I sprint. No, I won't shoot.
You can turn. If you
Yeah, you
sprint.
Do I have
Turn,
enough to
so-
turn?
You're stuck
Yeah.
at 7. You'll have 8.
That way, at least you're not flashing your butt to him.
Okay. There you go.
I think AP is forcing my hand.
Okay. You're up, Bandito.
I think I have to DFA.
Yeah, you have to.
Wait, what? Why?
What?
He put
Blocked
a
him
deck
from
on
being
my
able to
space.
get to the edge space. You have to DFA.
You can DFA 5 squares?
This
Yeah,
is-
that's my jump speed.
You're.
you've got a DFA and
You
got
may
to-
want to reconsider this heavily based on how DFA and landing works.
I don't think he can make it off. If
Yeah, because
he
you won't
doesn't
land
on the
in his square.
No, he literally has to DFA, otherwise he can't escape.
But if he does DFA, he still may not escape because he doesn't land in that mech's square.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I push him off, technically speaking.
Yeah.
You have to succeed in order for that to happen.
Well, how much edge do we have? Because this sounds like the time to spin that edge.
Oh, let me calculate here.
We probably should have let Bandito move.
Let's see, 2 plus 3 for my movement plus his 2.
Look, it's not often I get to cut off your guys' movement and escape, so it's really nice that it finally
I
happened.
moved so the Jenna didn't step in my spot.
Their
Yeah.
pilots are 4-5, correct?
Yes.
I'm a 1-2, so that I'm. That makes it easier by 3, so it'd be a 4.
Are you including the jump modifier as well?
Yep.
And his movement?
2 plus 3 is 5, plus his 2 is 7, minus the 3 because of the skill difference makes it 4.
Well, damn, that's actually not so bad.
I gave you an itch to knock off 2 at the beginning.
Well, then I'll
2 plus
just
2.
have to not roll double ones.
Just
Then.
don't roll snake eyes.
I'm going to DFA.
I see.
And then hope.
I'm
that-
so excited. I haven't got to see this yet.
It's not a great thing
I'm excited.
because if I take 20 damage, I can easily fuck this up.
I'm so excited.
Perhaps you should burn an extra point of edge. Just. 'Cause
Well,
if you- oh, that's right.
Point,
Yeah, gotcha.
the point of edge will be her point of edge will be going towards the roll to hit.
Mhm.
I have no idea what. If I take 20 damage, I have no idea if I'll have anything else that.
Can you reroll double ones?
Yes, just spend a point of edge.
Man, I should have tried to DFA the Timberwolf and then pushed him out of that hex. God, that would have been amazing. And unfortunately, you can't DFA a person who's DFAing. Would have been double amazing to have Bandito's Wolverine succeed and then get booted out again. Instead, I guess
That would have been hilarious.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's fine with me. I'll just right here at a walk.
That's a run.
That's a walk.
You took 2 points of leg damage, 2 criticals in the leg, which makes
Yep.
you a 5-8.
All right. Sure.
It's very bad. All it comes down the line is the DFA.
You guys are shooting first.
Well, that was your confidence there, painted you into the corner.
Ah, that's fine.
You guys are
Um,
shooting first.
I'll shoot at that Shadowhawk that he's jumping towards. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes. Let's see. Fire 2 ARPPCs and 2 medium pulse. 2 ARPPCs, a medium pulse, and a streak 6. That's about all I can do to not build up extra heat. Let's see. So the medium pulses. Let's see.
Do
Basically,
you need to worry about building up extra heat at this point?
I do if I don't want to shut down.
That would be bad.
Shutting down would be bad. Okay. Let's see. So I walked, so that's a 1, and then he ran, so that's 3, and then my heat makes it a 4, and so 4s for the 2 RPPCs and the medium pulse, and then 6 for the streak 6.
You're shooting at Shadowhawk 1.
I believe that's yes.
Okay.
All right, so medium ERPC number 1 will hit barely.
What
Alright.
happens if that Shadowhawk dies before I do my DFA?
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
So
You need to be worried what happens if you die before you DFA.
that's
Well, obviously I know what happens if I die.
forward arc. So left torso takes 15.
Okay.
Center torso takes 15. And center torso can go ahead and take another 7 on the top of that.
Okay.
And then the streak 6. Oh, that does hit. All right. Streak 6 hits. First 2 in the left leg.
Mm-hmm.
2 more in the right arm.
Yep.
2 in the center torso.
That's 1 internal.
That crits.
A gyro hit.
Good.
So he falls from taking 20 points of damage first. I only need one of these to hit the ground. Let me stop one. Is that it? One, the same, 2. Okay, so the right side is going to take damage in packets of, what is it, sets of 5?
Yeah, sets of 5.
And he takes 11 points. No, he takes 6 points. So, location 8, right side.
That's the center torso.
And location 6, right side.
That's the right leg.
Takes 1. Okay.
All right. And missile number 4.
Pilot takes damage falling. Stays conscious. Missile 4.
Missile 4 is left arm.
Got it.
Missile 5 to your left torso.
Yep.
And 2 more to your left leg.
Okay.
That be all.
Or I need 8s on all of these shots for Jenner 2 plus whatever his heat differential is. Oh, he's good. Jenner 2 firing everything at the Marauder. Looking to hit 8s. Marauder left torso 5. Another 5 left torso. Yes. You guys are up. Mark everybody who shot. They're confused.
I'll shoot at the Jenna 2.
Sure.
I think everything's a 4. And I'll shoot it with everything but my lasers.
Well, that's gonna hurt.
Actually, I don't have any heat right now, so I'll shoot at everything.
Do everything.
So, Gauss Rifles first. Chits. Location 5. Which side is that? Which arc am I in?
It's facing you. It's in the forward arc. So that would be the right leg.
Right? It's 15.
Goes ahead and snaps off.
Next is the PPC.
Hold on.
Shit.
I
Oh,
gotta do
sorry.
a whole bunch more stuff now. He's falling. Two, three. Right side, area 9.
That is the left torso.
Pilot takes a point of damage. Stays conscious. Alright, keep shooting, Cotton.
Left torso takes 10 and it crits if it goes through. It's fine.
It does.
It does.
How many crits?
1. 9's a 1, right? Yeah, 9's 1.
Okay, well, it's only got 2
I mean,
things.
it's jump jet or jump jet.
Good sir, we roll the dice until we find out.
Oh, it's jump jet.
Then my second PPC, if you're ready for it. It's location 9.
Left leg.
Takes 10.
Other leg is snapped off.
Then my laser.
Isn't that just dead now?
My laser misses.
The left torso snaps off.
Yeah, and you get 2 out of 3 salvage.
Battletech video game. Got this
I
guy.
shot the leg that snapped off with 5 more.
Great. Awesome. Center torso is completely eviscerated. Only internal armor now.
I'm done.
Makes you want to pilot a Jenner, doesn't it?
The non-functional mech.
Well, it's not a Jenner anymore. It's a sled.
I'm shooting a 9 to hit the Marauder with the... wow. You know, not having edge really sucks, huh?
Oh, without its legs, the Jenner kind of makes like a cool spaceship.
Yeah, a little bit.
You guys are up.
I sprinted, so I cannot shoot.
Guess that means it's up to me to just punish Pondo for his mistakes then. Because he can't shoot this round.
I can shoot.
No, you can't.
Why can't I?
You can't make weapon attacks during a DFA.
Oh, can you not?
It's literally the first thing that DFA says. You can't.
Oh, yeah.
Well then.
And if you take damage, you have to make a piloting skill roll with your currently involved pilot skill.
If you fall over,
If you
crack open
fall
your
over,
character,
very
die.
bad things happen to you during the DFA.
Do Shadowhawks have jump jets?
No.
Yeah, they
Yes. Yes, they do.
Then it would be pretty cool if you failed and fell over, and then all 4 of them DFA.
Like piranhas.
Yeah.
They all shout, "Stay down on the ground."
They just scoot him down the line like Mario stomping on a turtle shell.
General 4 is going to fire. Figure out what's going on. Pretty damaged. No heat though, so that's nice. No, that's the Wolfhound. Gunner 4. Still no heat. No damage. So 4,
That's fine.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, shooting at the back. Yes. Left leg takes 5.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to be firing everything at you.
I'm gonna need you to make a piloting skill roll right now.
Is it +1 or anything?
You haven't taken 20 points of damage yet, so this is just as if you were the
Okay.
DFA. You succeed?
Yep.
Alright. Don't worry, there'll be a bunch more of these rolls coming up.
Okay.
The missiles miss. Shadowhawks 2, 3, 4, and 1 are all gonna fire on the Wolverine.
Oh my god.
well, I guess I might as well just fire everything that I have on each of them.
It doesn't say anything I can't shoot.
Let's see here. Da, 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 da.
If I can't shoot, I can't shoot though. It's fine.
So attacking unit cannot make any weapon attacks during a turn in which it is executing a DFA.
Okay, I see it. All right, never mind.
Okay, so the first guy can shoot with everything. Second guy can shoot with everything. Third guy can shoot with one less than everything.
Only one less.
No, he can still fire with everything, but some of it's at medium range. Okay, I'm firing all of the ultras at maximum velocity. And I'm not firing the LRMs on the dude that's immediately in for... Well, you know, there's really no reason not to.
So
So
the medium mech is going to take a lance of medium mechs worth of fire.
yes.
I'm thrilled about this.
4,
Wolverine, man, it'll be fine.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it would be...
Wolverine stood tall against like several clan assault
And-
mechs. It's fine.
So I can't fire the LRM 20s. It's a 12 for the AC5, and then 10s for the SRM streak and the medium laser. No. No. No.
I'm okay with that. You feel free to just miss as many times as you want.
So this is 4.
The mech that I'm
6.
DFAing is falling over, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll instead of hitting the punch chart, I'll be hitting the rear chart. Thanks, Sid.
Sorry.
I'm shooting 9, 9, 9.
I was trying to soften up the armor for you.
12.
I don't need to kill the guy. I just need
I
to shove
wanted
him
you
out
to
of the
kill
way.
the guy, though.
Alarms miss. AC, yes, will hit. And it's a double hit.
Wow.
You take left leg, 5.
Okay.
Center torso, 5.
Okay.
I'd like you to make
rolls then?
another piloting skill roll.
Just one or two.
What
Just
does he
one,
need to make on his
One for
pilot?
every additional attack.
Okay. So the two. Okay. So just one.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Laser streak, right, yes. There's an 8, which is kind of like a 9, but not close enough. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 is now firing.
I'll be fine.
6, 7, 8, 9 hexes.
I'll be all right.
I don't know that he's gonna have
You
a lot
keep
of
saying that, and you
4, 5,
won't
6,
be.
7, 8,
It's
9.
reassuring me because I keep saying I'm concerned.
I mean, these are 4 or 5 pilots, and he jumped for 3 hexes, and so they're even at point blank range. They'd be rolling 7s.
Okay, they let off another AC5 Ultra and LRM blast, missing. Good sir, it is now time for you to begin your DFA approach. What do you need in order to hit?
I think you need to not roll 1s.
Let's do this again to make sure. So my piloting is 2,
Yep,
plus my 3 for jumping,
yep,
plus is 2 for movement.
yes.
Since technically he's prone, since it's the physical attack phase, do I get the? Is it -1 to hit?
Sure.
Or -2?
Yes,
I think it's -1.
because it's separate from the weapon phase.
Since it will be a melee attack on the adjacent hex, technically speaking.
Yep.
Okay, so it'll be -1 there.
That sounds like a 6 to me.
6.
Then do we do the pilot skill differentials?
Oh, have you taken 20 points of damage so far?
No, I've only taken
No, he
15.
didn't.
Wow. Wow, very lucky.
Yep.
Okay. And you don't have a +1 to this for that.
The pilot difference.
You need to hit a
Is there-
6.
Do you add the pilot difference? I don't remember.
For a DFA?
Yeah.
All attack, including attackers, shall modifier, but the roll is not modified. When you compare pilot skill ratings and use the difference between the two as a modifier to the 2 hit number.
And he's a 5 piloting, correct?
Yes.
And I'm a 2, so it'd be a difference of 3. So I
You need
need
a
a
Brings
3.
it down to a 3, and then Cotton threw a point of edge at it. So you need to not roll a single 1. So double 1s. You hit on anything but double 1s. That's not double 1s.
If it had been double 1s, though.
I do 17 points of damage spread across 5 in increments of 5 because it's my weight.
Yeah, look, none of that matters. All that matters is where you end up.
Okay.
You're like, let me micromanage this. No one gives a shit. The only question is, do you
I want to see if he
reach
destroys the
apex?
mech.
No one cares.
I care.
No one cares.
I care.
No one that
I
isn't me
care.
cares. Attacker lands in the target hex. The DFA is successful. The target is pushed 1 hex in the direction. The real question
Pushed
is,
right off the board.
you need to make a piloting skill modifier at a +4. So out of all the attacks that you've made so far, oh wait, don't you take a bunch of damage to your legs?
I do.
Yes, let's do that. That's the important part, because that might push you past 20, which means you make a pilot skill, and then you have to make a fall for DFA. So damage is your weight divided by 5 to yourself.
It's 11.
Okay, you definitely 100% pass the 20-point barrier now, correct?
I would if
It's
that's how that
it's a
works.
different
Yes.
phase, though.
Is it just in the turn or is it a
20
phase?
points of damage in a phase. You're correct.
you
You're right.
take the
It's in a
15
it's in a
weapon
phase. Very well. Roll just to see where that damage lands, just in case maybe you hit yourself in the head or something very funny.
It would just go to my legs, wouldn't it?
Sure.
So I mean,
You're dividing 11 points of damage between your legs on 3 rolls, so 5. 5,
Okay.
5, 1.
so first 5 goes to the right leg.
Right leg.
7,
It's not going to go through regardless. but
5.
Okay. The second 5 is right leg again.
Attacker.
And then the last one will be right leg again.
Alright. Your piloting skill modifier is a 2, correct?
Yes.
You have a +3 for jumping. You have a +4 for being the attacking unit, which means you need to hit a 9 on a piloting skill check to not fall post landing on this mech.
Oh, okay.
Preemptively spent a point of edge to give him +2.
You already spent that edge for. You're saying you're spending another edge right now? Okay.
I would toss another one at it, dude.
Okay. You need to roll a 5.
Well, no, I said I would. I can't. I'm out of edge.
Well, that sucks for you then. You need to roll 7.
I'll throw my last point into it. Why not?
You need to roll 5.
Here's a 5.
Yep.
You got it.
Oh.
Okay. You land on top of the Shadowhawk. There's crunching. Your leg takes damage. You wobble off of it, and you manage to walk off the map successfully. Some of your mechs are facing the wrong direction, but I'm going to let that slide because that's technically correct.
We can moonwalk off.
Back on out.
You are on a moon.
Back it up.
It's not the
Back
type
it
of
up.
moon that you're thinking, but yes.
Back it up. Just back it up.
Someone was trying to root for me to fail.
I was rooting for you to fail.
I'll be honest.
I was not.
I was really hoping.
If anyone's gonna kill Bandito, it's gotta be Molly.
I was really hoping we were gonna have some sort of heel turn, and Bandito was gonna turn out to be working with the other Lance, and that we were all going to leave, and he was going to disappear, and he was going to show up like 2 seasons later as the main antagonist.
He just
That's where my head was at. 'cause
Wear-
Pondo's
wearing
like,
a
"I'll
half
go ahead
mask,
and
too,
leave."
that-
I'm like, oh,
You know,
Pondo's
that covers his forehead and eyes so that you don't know who it is.
Yeah.
But everything he says is strangely personal.
Yeah.
You have escaped the trap, friends. You make your way back to the base, spraying laser fire and missiles in front of you. The Tarian special infantry unit that is attempting to attach charges to your dropship immediately breaks ranks and begins diving back into the tunnels and holes that they have prepared, abandoning their attempt. You and your crew blast off into space. On your way out of the system, you receive a direct message from Pauldrick's Marauders jump ship. Would you like
On
to
screen?
receive it? It is a data packet indicating that this is a pre-recorded message for Sergeant Selena Lockwood.
I don't display it. I assume she's there with us.
Can I see my message?
Oh, I was going to give you the option to view it in private if you wish.
I just play it.
All right.
So the same kind of mood music is playing, but the screen is completely black. And in red text it says Situation 2, subsection B. We get the same guy, he's lying down, but the drink is like slightly less full, and he's swishing it around and says, "So, this message is just in case you've managed to defeat my mercenaries and escape the planet as well. I just wanted to salute you, Selena. You've once again managed to prove that despite the fact that your parents gave you literally everything, you somehow managed to turn out as a moderately competent mech warrior, and that's pretty much it. Just know that over the coming months and years, I will continue to attempt to assassinate you in perfectly legal ways. As long as you continue to hide in that mercenary unit of yours, you're a legal target for, well, all sorts of unpleasant activities. Just know that you and your friends will always be at danger, and that your money will pay for all of it." And he like drinks it and says, "Sorry, I have several more of these to record. Have a good whatever time it is." And it clicks off.
I do believe I want to kill that man.
I should mention that somebody's trying to kill me.
Is it him? I'm guessing it's him.
Him.
It's probably.
Bandito, everybody, he's still alive for some reason. Still alive.
Well, Black.
Nobody knows
Well,
why.
Well, Black Rabbit, you know what happens when someone in the unit tries to kill someone in this unit. We try to kill them right back. Fair's fair, after all.
More difficult for us with that situation. Don't you have enough money to hire assassins to just axe his head off?
First of all, he's stealing my money.
That's more reason to just get someone to just axe his head off.
Oh, you mean like the Lyran Intelligence? Remember when I said I might want somebody that Lyran Intelligence could help me with? It's this guy.
Remember that completely theoretical situation?
Theoretical situation might not be so.
Oh, well.
So the theoretical wasn't exactly all that theoretical. Well, as I said when I told you, any resources we had are yours.
So you
Find
hear
this
someone
man,
clear their
we'll put him
throat
in the
in the
ground.
room. It's Lieutenant Junior Grade Ashram Ritter, the legal officer. He's just like, "Sir, I'm going to need to speak with everyone here privately about everything that just happened, and I have several questions. In the future, I would suggest that when speaking of assassination, you simply refrain from doing so."
I look at who else is on the bridge.
I
with us?
mean, the entire bridge crew.
Like, does anyone here have a problem with any of this?
Yeah, like several people raised their hands.
Good to know.
The captain of the ship, your new legal officer.
I just wanted to ruin his reputation like he ruined mine.
But the point is, he's attempting to assassinate you, which puts your life in danger, which means we will have to...
Ashram is just like, we cannot continue talking about this. I need to individually speak with each of you, and I suggest, because I am the lawyer for the unit, you may wish to retain personal legal counsel during these proceedings.
I thought that's what we had you for.
I
What do you
work
mean
for the
legal
unit, sir.
proceedings? What do you mean legal proceedings? Are you suing us? Is that what you're saying?
Sir, I just listened to you suggest that this unit engage in an assassination attempt on a foreign national.
No, you didn't. I seem to recall saying that we'd put our resources to our disposal to locate this person who just tried to assassinate her, by the way.
We can't keep talking about this. Who wants to go first in a conference room somewhere?
I look around, it's like, this is not illegal.
As soon as we get this over with, we might the sooner it's done.
Bandito, you're going first?
I will go first.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have several discussions with a legal officer about what you can and cannot plot to do with a mercenary unit. Selena, there are several questions about your involvement in this particular situation. It comes away that you've done nothing illegal, and that there's some very questionable acts that will probably result in a Comstar censure upon Mr. Damien Stavros.
Perfect.
Please sign here, so that I may transmit your displeasure to Comstar once we're back inside the periphery.
Guess I'll sign it.
Okay.
Maybe you should read that first.
Well, I thought that he was summarizing what it was.
He's summarizing, just to be clear, he's summarizing your complaint to Comstar. Like, this guy hired us, and he hired an enemy mercenary unit, and he made us fight each other. It was super dumb and possibly illegal.
I'm fine signing that.
Yes, I figured you would be.
Possibly illegal?
You know, I gotta tell you,
attempted assassination is possibly illegal, but attempting to hunt down the person that just tried to assassinate us is somehow illegal.
No, the
I call
possible illegal
bullshit.
part is that he's requisitioning her funds in order to hire us.
no, he stole those funds a long time
I
ago.
still call bullshit.
I don't disagree. Look, man, I didn't say that this guy was a pleasant character to deal with. You might notice a history of legal officers in your unit being underqualified.
We had one guy.
Once
Wasn't he
again,
like
a placelet letter of
Comstar agent?
reprimand in his file.
Very well, you may do so. That is your prerogative.
When I'm done talking with the legal officer, I'm going to continue following Ronan or Bandito.
I leave. I don't have any desire to talk to this guy.
And she literally said nothing at all during that whole
Yeah,
interaction.
I don't have anything to do with any of this.
Friends,
You can check my gun cams.
several weeks later, you find yourselves at the Inner Sphere. You get tons of messages all at once. Bandito, you have several requests for interviews. Many of them are using a different name. They're not looking for Bandito. They're not looking for Vincent Gray. They're looking for Vincente Grease. They wish to know if Mr. Vincente Grease would like to answer interviews about his involvement in the history of Kenneth Cross and his thoughts on the upcoming movie release. Just so you know, Vincente Grease is Espanol for Vincent Gray.
No, I got it. I figured that out before you mentioned something about a movie.
It is the name of the character, which McGurk has named for the target of the beginning of the movie, his own character. Yeah, you know, you just have people who are asking you questions, you know, like, oh, hey, you know, like, I'm a reporter. I've got some questions about the upcoming movie release and how you're involved with the movie.
probably takes like a very long time to contemplate whether he should or should not actually reply to this interview.
Okay.
I wonder if there's like any sort of deadline.
No.
Mainly the fact is, do I just go out and shout? Because I know as soon as I take this interview, I'm going to shout out how much I hate this scumbag.
That'd be a very, very interesting choice of action.
But it's Bandito.
Yeah. The man
You
just
really-
DFA'd his way off a game board. I'm aware he makes unusual and dangerous choices.
I think for now, Bandito just lists as does not want to.
Oh, but your mailbox is set on do not disturb mode?
No, it would just reply back to the reporter saying I do not want to comment at
Very
this
well.
time.
Black Rabbit, do you communicate with anyone regularly, or receive financial magazines, maybe like like general spam mail, like, oh, here's some coupons for your local buy a bull rodeo from 10 million light years away,
Sure.
get a space yacht? Well, all that you have is just a bunch of fancy rich people spam.
That's fair.
Ronan, you get a message packet back from the person that you sent away for. So their message is text-based and just reads, I'm sending you a Verigraph. It will be waiting by the time you get back.
Okay. I look for that.
I mean, a Verigraph is a physical object that is matched to your DNA. It'll
Okay.
be waiting at the mercenary base when you arrive back there, and you'll have to thumb
But I'm
over
still
it.
in transit.
Yes.
Are there any other messages?
I mean, would there be any other messages?
No, probably not. Ronan's just sweating at this point.
Doesn't know whether or not to kill Bandito. It's just every morning you wake up, you stare at a picture of him plastered over your bed, and you're just like, what are these feelings that I have? I want to kill
Doesn't
him.
even know anymore. She just wants the truth. That's all she wants. She wants the truth. She wants to know the truth. And until she does that, she's like a nervous wreck. Like anybody who talks to her, like she jumps, like she's super on edge for the rest of the trip. Or she's either jumpy or she's just like spaced out, not mentally present.
If Ronan starts acting weird, not only do I constantly follow either of them, I probably start sleeping outside in the hallway.
You have your own private room.
I start sleeping outside in the hallway.
In your own... What?
Outside of like
Outside
Ronan's room.
Oh, okay. I understand now.
I think Bandito does try to do research on the guy who just hired them to fight another company that he hired.
Damien Stavros?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll also submit a known location request for his name to Lyran Intelligence.
I mean, it comes back immediately. He lives on the capital world of the Tarian Concordat, which is called probably Taurus. Yes. He's a very famous celebrity war hero, secret agent, James Bond type guy. But he's real. Like, he's not a fake character. He literally boned a chick from another country and then stole all of her shit, blamed her for everything, and ran away with all of her money. And people are like, wow, that was super manly. We're a country of manly men, so great job, dude, man.
Isn't Torin space like completely clan overrun?
It's the complete other side of the inner sphere.
Oh, okay.
It's so far from the clans, they basically have not even heard of them yet.
I'll put in a request for any and all information on him that
Okay.
I can get, and
All right.
I'll compile I'll make sure it's compiled into a dossier, and I will bring it to Black Rabbit.
So, before you have a chance to do that, you have an outstanding message from the office of Catherine Morgan Steiner Davian.
Weird. All right, I'll pull it up.
Okay, it's a video message that plays. It's a 19-year-old girl. Looks like she's got on a logo for New Avalon Institute of Science on a, sweatshirt. And she says, Captain, Sir Maxwell Harridan, I am Princess Catherine Morgan Steiner Davian. I've reviewed your case in particular over the last few weeks and found that you have acted in the best interests of the Lyran Commonwealth for some time and have suffered greatly underneath unusual superiors. I wish to commend you for your service and provide you with a personal line to my office if you need anything in the future for any of your activities. Please feel free to contact me directly. Think of me as having a personal relationship with the royalty of the #1 house in the Inner Sphere. And then the message ends.
Harridan just kind of stares there blankly at the screen for what seems like an eternity and just kind of blinks and I have no idea how to handle that. And he just like gets up and grabs the packet and like stumbles into the wall and then opens the door and leaves his room.
Okay, yeah. You got your data packet for Selena.
Yeah, I'll bring it over to her. This is everything we have, everything that I could find on this man. His location, his whereabouts, whatever foods he likes. Everything that I could garner should be in there.
Black Rabbit, he told you he was allergic to shellfish, but apparently some of his favorite foods fall under that category.
He said he was allergic to shellfish. What a liar.
I
There's foods
really
you can't
don't.
trust spies.
I really don't think that's the only thing he lied about. But yeah, well, not all men are that bad. Look, we can go after this man if you want. But I did promise you I would put our resources at your disposal,
I'll think about it.
and I will do so. He hurt you. He tried to kill you.
I think I have to send him a message to break up with him, though.
I think as soon as one person steals from the other and then tries to have them killed, that's pretty much relationship over at that point.
She's like, but I still have the ring. You have to break the engagement.
Can I show him like the video from my mech pet cockpit where he says, "It's your fiance"?
Yes.
I feel like we've got some, we got to clear some things up.
If you feel that's best, this is a very confusing day.
I would like to point out that either Bandito or Ronan are here because I'm with one of them constantly. I don't know which one, but one of them just watched that video of the guy too.
I feel like Bandito is already set up, is probably there, already setting up a conspiracy wall in your personal area of Damien.
What?
Why are there
There's
so
like
many
5 steps.
conspiracy walls on this shit? I really don't get it. There's like 4.
So you're like 5 steps behind me. You gotta hurry up.
I don't even understand what's here. This is just a very confusing day. And he turns around and wanders out.
Should I have mentioned this guy before? Okay, he's gone.
Yeah, you probably should have mentioned that before.
It's like, oh, go check on Molly instead. She's always grounded.
Molly, there are a ton of ads that are being sent to you because you often make searches related to the Kenneth Cross for the new Kenneth Cross documentary movie.
Okay.
You can see that there's a main character by the name of Vicente Grease, who's played by a masked luchador. From what you know of the little of Vincent Gray's backstory, it seems to match up uncannily with the movie's purported synopsis. In the movie, it begins with a young mercenary lieutenant, Kenneth Cross, attacking the farm of Vincente Grease, killing his whole family as he tries to stop his Mechwarriors from doing so. They're working for an evil corporation, and down on his luck, you know, the unit is falling apart. They're being sued. He rises through the ranks and becomes the commander of the unit and turns it into an orphanage and begins training people in ethics and Mechwarrior principles, and he keeps expanding out corporately. And then, in a part that is probably entirely fictional, on the planet Rubijin, he gets into a mech fist fight with Vincente Gris, who's part of an undercover Black Ops Lyran mercenary unit. The two of them are like fist fighting while jump jetting into the air, so it's like an Atlas punching a Warhammer 2C. Shit is super weird.
So to be fair, Vincente Gris is definitely the antagonist in the film, like for sure the bad guy.
They are both protagonists in the film. The film portrays the situation as tragic.
Because if they had gone to McGurk for any level of consulting on this film, he absolutely would have written Bandito as a villain.
I understand that, but they're trying to portray both sides as being righteous and pure heroes, set against each other as brothers in a circumstances.
Interesting. Okay.
And it
I
ends
don't
with
know if you would agree to do that movie if that were the case.
it ends with dialogue like, "We could have been friends in another life." You know, that kind of deal. That kind of stuff.
So it's a tragedy.
Well, you know what's great about this is that you gave me control of your character, so.
Well, I mean, sure. You can play him as wrong as you want. So
he mellowed out during his time on Solaris 7.
if you say so.
I don't buy that for a second.
I mean, to a certain extent, yeah, I would imagine that would be true. Okay. I watched that, and then what? Harridan walks in?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's just
I look back and forth between him and the monitor, which you can clearly see that I'm watching, and I'm like, what is this?
I just kind of. I have no idea. What is this you are watching?
Did the unit consult on this?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yes, they did.
Am I aware of it though?
No.
Not that I'm aware
McGurk
of.
did it entirely on his own.
Well, it seems like they got a lot right. They know what planet, the conflict. There's no way this story gets told without somebody from your unit telling them the story.
Could have been someone from your unit.
I guess that's true too.
Yes.
It's like
Molly doesn't think any of her people would tell that story to have a movie.
someone.
You don't think hundreds to thousands of members of this
like, hold on, Vincente Heavy 7.
There's that name again.
Obviously, Heavy 7.
Who is that?
Let's look at the credits real quick. The advisory roles, probably. I bet you money.
I mean, Heavy 7 is listed as executive producer. He's listed.
He's probably listed as El Guapo though, right?
Yeah, El Guapo.
Okay.
I would still recognize that. Though.
So now Molly's putting together. So Heavy 7 and El Guapo are the same person.
Yes.
Did you just out El Guapo? You just unmasked a luchador? Listen, Sid, you have committed many crimes.
So
You've
this is the
poisoned
guy-
entire villages before, but
This is the guy from Rubijin?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. What?
Yes, Rubijin
now
is the
I'm-
planet where you fought Ken Cross's unit.
Ah,
It's where Heavy 7 mooned them on camera.
It's where he had to become El Guapo
Yes,
because he revealed his identity in a super illegal operation.
correct.
Like an idiot.
Yep. But don't worry. Tell me about how he doesn't make bad decisions based on this conversation.
I would never claim that.
Okay.
I was just claiming he would do everything in his power to make Bandito look bad.
I
Not that he
don't.
doesn't make bad decisions.
Sure, that might be possible, but he has people he has to answer to in the movie business, like the director, and
He got out of the mercenary business because he was tired of drowning in blood. So he went and found a way to do the only thing he knows how to do, have it not be lethal, and make a lot of money doing it.
Well, you just made a lot more money making The Life and Times of Kenneth Cross.
That's right. This is going to be the next Avengers Endgame right here. It's going to make $1 billion.
So, aside from the movie, how are you doing?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, Black Rabbit apparently has to break up with a man that just tried to kill her. I have a thank you letter to write to a princess. Bandito is making a conspiracy wall. It's been an odd day.
All right, that last one's normal.
Listen,
Yes, but that's odd.
I've heard you talk a lot over the last few days about how willing you are to go to bat for people in your unit. And you're apparently willing to allocate millions upon millions of C-bills and resources to pursue one of your company members' personal vendettas on the other side of the galactic map.
Well, you have to bear in mind something about that. He did just try to kill all of us. So that doesn't make it just her personal vendetta.
Well, he killed her parents, right? Same guy who killed her parents? That's how that happened?
She's more invested than all the rest of us, but he did try to kill all of us, and I don't take kindly to that. Now, if it's the other mercenary unit, they were doing their jobs, they were doing what they were paid to do. I hold no grudge against them. I doubt they hold any grudge against us.
So what would you say if I told you that when we get back to base, there's a package that will tell me whether or not Bandito murdered my only parent?
All right. I mean, I was there. I saw nothing that could anything like that. That man never even crossed the horizon.
We've already been over all of that. I came across some new information, and it wouldn't be very productive for me to attempt to explain it to you, because when we get back, you can see it for yourself.
But that's perfectly fine. I know it's an impossibility.
Well, I thought I knew that too. But I'm also not prepared to stop looking for answers. And I told you that the last time we spoke about this.
I can understand that.
That it wasn't over.
I can understand that.
And it wasn't going to be over until I knew something.
So what is it you need from me?
I just need to know how willing to bat you are to go for the members of your unit when you encounter someone who has wronged them. What happens to you when you're in a position where the person that wronged them is also a member of your unit? What does your moral compass tell you, sir? You don't have to answer right now, because you haven't seen what I have to show you. But I would like for you to think about it.
Well, if there are two people that come to odds, then I would have to ask who was in the wrong. That would be a question that would need to be answered now, wouldn't it?
I 100%
I cannot
agree.
Punish a good person who did things for good intent.
I don't want to carry out a decade-long plan of revenge on someone who doesn't deserve it.
Do you think Bandito is the type of person that would deserve such an end?
I'll be honest with you, sir. I don't know what kind of person Bandito is.
Well, I've fought with him long enough. I could tell you if you were interested. He's an asshole. He's an asshole. But he's put on his life on the line for all of us, you included. He's fought beside us. He's fought with us. That should count for something.
Well, let's say it
Trust
does. Does it count for enough?
I can't make that determination for you.
No, I guess not.
I can help. I can offer advice. I can offer guidance. But at
I
the
just
end of the day, if there is, again, I know it is completely impossible that he did this thing. There's no physical way it could be. But whoever it was, If you need to see justice done, justice doesn't always come at the end of a gun barrel either.
You know, that's something Selena has been trying to get across to me too, and I don't know what I would do at this point if I was to be face to face with the person that was responsible. I don't think I'll know. I don't think I'll ever know until if or when it happens.
Well, let me tell you this. Killing a person is easy. Wiping them out to the face of the universe happens all the time, happens by the thousands every single day, all across the Innisphere. When you kill a person, yes, you get payback for something they might have done, but they can never provide recompense. They can never atone for any actions committed if they don't have the opportunity to be able to do so. Killing someone removes that, not just the opportunity for atonement, but removes any other potential opportunity for any good to come out of any of it. All that results in is more death. Sometimes some people do deserve that. Sometimes it's better off for the rest of the world, the rest of the Innisphere, for that to take place. But that's not always the case. That's something you have to think on.
She just kind of nods her head. I just wanted, I wanted you to know. I don't want to be sneaking around anymore, and I want all the cards on the table.
At the very least, I understand that you need to find answers. You need to find some form of resolution to this, and I will help in that.
She's a
But if
little
it comes
glassy-eyed, but she's like keeping it together. Like there's definitely stuff is sinking in.
But if it comes down to it, you won't find me handing you a gun.
I understand. You understand I've never needed anyone to hand me one.
It's true. I trusted you to do the right thing before. I'll trust you to do the right thing this time too.
Ditto.
Well then. Now what about this movie?
Several weeks later, you arrive back at Kolovrati. On landing, Ronan, you have a Verigraph waiting for you. So just to be clear, the only reason to use these would be to get around Comstar.
Interesting.
Because they're hand-delivered and DNA encrypted.
Okay.
They're never transmitted at any point, so...
It's kind of like a lockbox with like a note in a pit tied to a carrier pigeon, but it's in a lockbox and only you can open it.
Okay. So there's a pretty reasonable assurance that no one has intercepted or
Correct.
tampered with this information.
It's impossible. If someone other than you forces the Verigraph open, the contents are destroyed.
Also correct.
Okay. Well, when she's alone and in her room, she'll open it.
Ronan, I've looked over the evidence you've provided. It seems unusual. Are you sure that some of it wasn't outtakes from the upcoming Kenneth Cross movie? I've been doing research into this Vincent Gray character. There's been a lot showing up about him over some of the news channels as part of the movie. Based on what I'm seeing in this corrupted gun cam footage, it definitely seems as if Vincent Gray killed Kenneth Cross. I can't explain any of the radiation cloud, things disappearing, how his body was found in a different state than what's being shown on this particular video. But I think it's safe to say that if we're looking for a target, Vincent Gray is probably the man that we're looking for. There's too much that continues to lead back to him. If you require any assistance, just send me a Comstar message talking about Christmas plans. I think I can get 10 or 12 guys together.
Okay, in addition to the message, is there any like, because I sent it off to be like digitally scrubbed and worked on
Yes.
and looked at to
Yep.
like verify some kind of digital authenticity that it's not like tampered with or
I mean,
right? Because he's like, "Are you sure it's not a part of a movie?" I literally sent it to him to verify that it was not like movie special effects.
that was what he came back to you with. Like,
Okay.
he's just like, this is weird shit.
Can I assume there's like a thumb drive with like the digital results of
Yep.
all of the scanning and testing and like
Yeah.
the actual hard data and evidence of the work that's been done?
Yep.
Okay.
Still don't have a yes or no in either direction.
No.
What would you like to do?
I would like to.
It's the end of the season, so I really need to know.
I would like to schedule a conference with all of the members of the Lance.
Oh boy, are you armed?
Oh, absolutely.
Sure. Do you end up in the same conference room where you previously shot the wall behind Rapier?
Yes. And she still has not repaired the bullet holes.
Why are there bullet holes?
No, they had to have been repaired at some
Okay.
point. It's been months, and Bandito has done his job as executive officer and
He's made sure
told
they got
people
repaired.
to
They
do
would
their
have been
job.
repaired by somebody.
It would have been
All right.
repaired by you.
Then when they're all in there, she doesn't say anything. She just rolls the footage and then presents all of the data. And she looks expectantly at Vincent Gray.
Well, that doesn't make
That's-
sense.
I think Video's like looking at this like in confusion and shock.
It's not that confusing and shocking. You were there. You killed him. So
It's more of from how she got the footage.
I'm gonna have. Can I have Rapier here too?
sure.
Okay, to be part of this confrontation. All right.
It's like, I'm rather confused how I'm the commander here, and yet I've been ordered to. No, never mind.
I've asked you all here.
What the hell is this?
So I'm gonna be super clear. Rapier has brought with him a combat shotgun, and it's on his belt, and he has a hand on it, and is facing, crosswise to present as little profile as possible towards Molly.
Sure.
This shit is not going down a second time with him.
No, yeah. I wouldn't expect. Yeah. It's his new one that he got for Christmas. So he bought himself.
It says "Don't fuck with me" on both sides of it in gold plating.
Yeah. So yeah, she's just waiting for people to talk.
Rapier silently is watching and just locked on Molly, waiting for any sudden movements that might indicate hostile killing intent.
Where did this come from?
That's what I would like to know.
Rapier's just like, I think she took it from me.
Sorry,
Well,
what?
He gave it
Where
to her.
did you get it?
I took it out of your mech. You tried to scrub all the data, but I got all of your space magic out of the way.
Excuse me.
Don't worry about it, sir. What you need to know is that the events in this footage appear to have actually happened. This came from Bandito's Devastator.
That doesn't make sense.
It
You remember
doesn't,
when there
but
was that weird program that was trying to override all of his commands?
No.
Super
still in
user? It happened, sir. Definitely happened. 100%. It was in season 2, towards the end of it.
Did it go out over the comms? Or?
There was a heart on the door. Do you recall this part? Just suddenly appeared one day? Right
No.
after.
I was probably in the middle of combat. I don't look out for hearts on
It happened, sir. Trust me.
mechs.
Painted a heart on your mech? That's adorable.
We literally have the evidence right here.
I sent this to an expert, and they confirmed, while still nonsensical, its authenticity. And I have all the digital scrubbing and feedback and data right here.
This is impossible, though.
Molly, do you actually believe this?
I don't know what to believe. I'm waiting for Lieutenant Gray to tell me what I should believe.
I mean, obviously, got sucked into the space portal, into another dimension where was able to meet Kenneth Cross face to face to shoot him with my Gauss rifle.
Are you saying that sarcastically or literally?
Both.
Obviously,
Well,
that's
that was a fucking confession then.
completely fucking ridiculous.
I don't think it is, sir.
Possible.
I think I think it happened.
Explain it then. Explain it how he could suddenly
Sir,
be
I can't
in
explain.
different places at once.
Have you ever seen Comstar Files, sir? It's a real show. It exists. Check the Sarno Wiki. It's about unexplained shit that has happened in the universe that Comstar has kept track of. This isn't even the weirdest thing that's ever happened. There was one time that a warship traveled 200 years into the future. Okay, sir? This isn't even the weirdest thing I've heard of today.
Wait, what's the weirdest thing you heard today?
Well, I mean, I've known about all this for a while, so this isn't that weird
Well,
to me.
I saw this video before, but I didn't, he didn't mention.
Did everyone know about this video except me?
Yes,
I
sir.
think so.
I actually told you about the video, sir.
So he leans over towards Selena while still keeping his eyes on Molly's and go, I found 2 different colors of mold in my shower today.
That's disgusting. Why don't you clean your shower?
I did clean my shower. That's how I found it there.
How often do you clean your shower?
I cleaned it enough that there wasn't that much mold. I just thought it was weird that there were 2 different colors.
That's
Molly,
Yeah,
slams
excuse-
both hands on the table as
excuse me.
loud as you can.
Oh, man. Shotgun
Wait.
is out.
I'm confused. I'm angry, and I'm armed. So would someone please explain to
She
me?
doesn't hear
what the hell
anything
is
he
going on?
says, and she looks right at Vincent Gray and says, "Did you kill Kenneth Cross?"
Yes.
There's a shotgun being pointed at you, Molly, but when he says that, the barrel goes like down and left. Like, why the fuck would you admit to that?
She looks at Harridan.
According to that video, I did.
That's not what I asked. I asked a yes or no question.
What are you going to believe?
Well, I might believe what you told me just now.
Okay.
I would believe a confession, so.
She just looks at Harridan.
Remember what I said.
Do you remember what I said?
This was a TV show. There would be 2 different black and white flashbacks that would be playing right now, just to build out more time before the next commercial break.
Molly, do you remember what I told you?
Another flashback in black and white.
Have I killed anyone yet?
Another flashback in black and white.
Well, technically, but nobody that I knew.
I don't know what else the rest of you want. He just told you he did it.
So Rapier's just like, I want you disarm yourself extremely slowly right now. I'm agitated, you're agitated, and I'm very worried that you're gonna do something that I will regret.
She looks at him and says, "You first."
How about we just calmly talk this out for a minute? Do you have anything else to say?
I brought you all to calmly talk it out. That's what we're doing right now. This situation doesn't get any calmer.
I mean, if there was no guns pointing at each other and you seem a little bit angry,
I don't have my gun in my hand.
you seem a little bit angry, you slam the
What if
table.
your fiance was standing in the room with you right now? Bet you'd be a little angry too.
He's not necessarily my fiance. I've just got to let him know that.
God.
Missing the point.
Rapier leans over and is just like, that is a bit splitting the hair. Look, I need you to slowly remove your gun.
Bandito, maybe you should explain yourself a little bit. Maybe it'll help.
I'm not
Sure what to explain.
Bandito's like, my player made a decision almost a year and a half ago, and I'm paying the price for it now, so I'm going to be as evasive as possible.
I mean, I don't know what there's to explain. In the video, clearly see the gun cam footage. Started with a Gauss rifle, shot the cockpit off. He ejected, Tried to run away, shot with medium lasers.
Why?
How?
How? Blood
You-
magic.
Uh,
God named Wizard summoned me up with along with Ken the Cross that threw us into there.
Regretting Issei collisions so much at this exact moment. We've just lost every Battletech fan with this conversation.
You did it to yourself.
I know. I listened to Pondo was the real problem.
Hey, maybe I'm just gonna lean over to her and say, maybe we should get him a psyche valve.
Unit undertakes psyche eval so often nowadays.
A person mysteriously died under completely unexplainable circumstances, and now someone is confessing to this murder right here before your very eyes, and you're all looking at me like I'm crazy.
I think you're both
actually,
crazy right now, honestly.
Personally, I think Bandito's the one that's off his rocker for.
Raper's just like, I actually believe you, Molly. I just still would like you to disarm.
You're wanting answers. I'm giving
Rapier,
you
I
all
really
the
don't
answers.
think that's going to happen.
I'm giving you all the answers and truthfulness. Whether you believe it or not, that's up to you.
What did you tell me on the way here, Harridan? That he was somebody you trusted. And now he's sitting here claiming to be honest with you. And you said you would make the right decision.
Brad, this is a fucking savagely cold play to get Harridan to take Bandito out.
That's what you told me. You made a big play, a big show.
You remember what else I told you?
No,
Ending a life doesn't simply end a life.
I'm not here to end anybody's life.
Then what do you want to see happen here?
Whatever you think is right.
If it'd make you feel better, we could like break his leg. I do know some medical stuff, right place to hit it.
I'm done. She raises her hands. I've got my answer. I'm not prepared to throw my life away for Vincent Gray. But my expectation is that you go to bat for your lance mate who's gone to bat for you and do the right thing. She slowly pulls her weapon out and places it on the table, and it is the gun that Harridan gifted her. And she slides it to him.
Okay. Rapier slowly lowers the shotgun and reel.
I don't need that. Because this is on you.
What are you wanting him to do?
Based on what's happened, whatever he feels is right. And she makes to leave.
Okay.
I turn and look at Rapier.
I also slide in the thumb drive or whatever, right?
I mean,
The
what
data, the
do you
information.
want Rapier to do here? Is this like a get in her way? Is this let her go?
Place Mr. Gray in custody.
He puts a hand on your shoulder, Bandito, and says, I'm gonna need you to come with me, I think.
If he's guilty, he will stand trial.
Then you will just hold his hands out. You
Okay.
might want to take my pistol afterwards.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look, man, Rapier's been shot at too many times in this room. No one is gonna shoot at him today. Yeah, several minutes later you find yourself in a cell, speaking to your good friend and new buddy, Ashram Ritter, who's just like, I want you to understand, I am not your lawyer. I am the unit's lawyer. I'm going to need you to find personal counsel. I will
Okay.
be prosecuting you.
Okay.
Now, I have several questions for you, but I am obligated to allow you to contact a lawyer if you would like one.
I will
before we begin.
locate the best lawyer I can find for Bandito, and I will pay for it myself.
Okay. All right. Do you confess to killing Kenneth Cross?
Yeah.
Do you talk about space magic, blood
Yes.
magic, teleportation?
I sent you a message, AP.
Okay, I can't wait to get this message.
Unless told otherwise.
So,
By his lawyer.
I want to be very clear here. Bandito, while this is happening, a lawyer comes in to defend you. Then a second and third lawyer come in to defend you. You have the 3 best lawyers money can buy on the planet defending you right now. And you're
Bandito's
just like, no, I
confused.
did it. I'm totally guilty.
I don't know. What would the lawyers say that he would be able to get away with?
I mean, the lawyers are just like, you need to keep your fucking mouth shut. Don't say anything. You sound like a crazy person. They can't prove anything. The evidence that they have must be fake. Did you do this?
What do you guys believe?
Can they prove it? Can they prove
I
it?
know.
Okay. You need to keep your mouth shut. Don't talk to
keep
the
my mouth
cops.
shut.
Admit to nothing. We're going to try to get you a deal.
Okay. Do what you gotta do.
So,
I imagine Ronan right now is taking a video recording of that conference room argument and providing it to the prosecution.
Oh yeah, she provides everything to everyone, anyone who asks. She puts it all on the table,
okay.
and then she requests a leave of absence for as long as the trial persists.
Granted. Thoughts about this are very mixed in the unit. Molly has not made any friends. Bandito, I wouldn't say he's much beloved, but he is a important figure in the unit. There's a lot of people saying don't talk about it to each other.
Harridan will be extremely harsh on any scuttlebutt.
If there's one thing I know, that's just gonna make more rumors when you do that. But that rounds out the epilogue of the 4th season, Bandito in Chains. The screen flashes black, and we see a completely white jump ship with a starburst on it painted in gold. Cut through the hull, and we hear the familiar sounds of, engines, computers. Everything in this jump ship looks super advanced compared to the kind of technology we're used to seeing. In the bottom left-hand corner, it says Tukiad system, May 1st, 3052. Communications officer's like, sir, I'm starting to get signals. 1, 12, 200. I think they're here, sir. We zoom back out again, and we could see that this is not one Comstar jump ship. There's like 100 here. And then hundreds of clan warships and jump ships begin jumping into here. Beneath the Tukiad system, there's a counter that says number of mechs in system. It begins going up and up and up and up and up. It starts passing the 1,000 mark as more and more ships begin jumping in. And at some point, it stops right around 20,000 mechs. The screen cuts to black again. We can hear the fading sounds of an action movie trailer. And I haven't even done anything yet. In black, it's like do on the screen. In red text, it says Immortal Warrior Reborn and Phantom Mechwarrior Reborn will return in. And then it does like a cut to an action movie scene where there's an Atlas and someone's coming out of the cockpit, and the Immortal Warrior Reborn is like, Phantom Mechwarrior, you've returned. And we hear a familiar voice go, I'm not the same Phantom Mechwarrior you knew. And the first thing that we see is a star-spangled cowboy hat come out of the cockpit, and a CGI Kenneth Cross walks out and says, "They sent me back from hell after I served my time. I'm the new Phantom Mechwarrior reborn now." He slams his fist on the cockpit of the Atlas, and it transforms into an American flag Atlas. And then it black screen again, red text, "Immortal Warriors Reborn, Warrior and Phantom 2. Coming summer 3052. The final scene that we see of this season is Bandito in restraints being placed in an ambulance that says Shady Oaks Mental Recuperation Center. And then the door slams shut, and it's just him in a dark back of a, ambulance van, alone, looking down at the floor. That's season 3. We're done.
Bum, bum, bum.
I think you're gonna need a new character, Pondo.
Am I?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think he's ever getting out of the mental recuperation center.
Let's see what the dice say.
Let's see what the DM says.
He didn't keep his mouth shut during the trial?
He admitted to it several times.
Literally and sarcastically.
Literally and literally.
I figured he meant it like he was admitting it, but made it sound sarcastic.
I would say that if there's a scenario that he recovers or is cleared for some reason, I don't know that Ronan could coexist in the unit with him afterwards.
There's no being cleared of imaginary space
All right.
magic.
I'm just saying,
kind of cross killing.
if there's a way you bring back Bandito, that's fine. Whatever. But that's your call, obviously.
We'll talk about the new Bandito. I haven't read Pathfinder 2nd Edition yet, but my assumption is that you guys would like to play one or next week and then the week after. Give me 2 weeks to prepare for season 4.
Yeah, you take as much time as you want. I'm interested in Pathfinder 2. I'm also willing to play other stuff if you feel like your plate is too full and you don't want to, make a game with the new system.
I've already bought.
Personally, I'm open. I'm good with Pathfinder 2nd.
Are you guys being attacked right now?
No, cats are being dumb.
My cat jumped up on the desk and she's a little bit chubby, so she's kind of knocking everything over.
Well, let's aim to do Pathfinder 2nd Edition next week.
Okay.
I'll get you a copy of the rulebook so you can start making characters. I'll need to read it. And then we'll do 2 weeks of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and we'll hop back in for Season 4. So for the folks at home, Season 4 will be starting on May 20th, 3059. It's the start of Operation Bulldog, so even if I got the date wrong, it's Operation Bulldog, Season 4. That's
We're
where
all
starting.
very excited for it.
Are we?
What? That wasn't a joke. I thought we were.
I don't know.
No.
Come a long way from killing Kenneth Cross to, I guess, getting revenge for killing Kenneth
Hopefully
Cross.
you can be done with all of that, Arthur. Now, if that's
It's true.
that is your wish.
Let me tell you how much I don't want to have this conversation continuously happen every week.
All right. Well, then I think we're good. I mean, in a way, I mean, Molly's story arc is essentially complete. She took the high road, and she attempted to deliver the truth, and let that be as it may. And whether the truth was discovered or not, the person who admitted to killing Kenneth Cross and that she believes in her heart, his life seems to be, at least in the present, effectively ruined, which is probably as much as she could have hoped for without putting a bullet in his head. So she gave him the opportunity that Selena said she should give him. So I think she's done with it, right? She got her closure, she got her resolution. As best as could be expected with space magic involved.
Friends, let's do some
And
outros.
She gave Harridan a good reason to become a drunk.
In terms of outros,
obviously, you know, admitting to kill a man through space magic and something completely fucking impossible. Obviously, his XO has lost his mind. He couldn't.
Sure, right? Like, she doesn't expect anybody else to necessarily believe it. I don't think she needs other people to believe it. So that's fine. She never brings it up again.
all right, let's do outros and maybe talk about how we felt about season 3 and perhaps your favorite moment during it. Rad, we'll start with you. Season 3.
I'm Raddosaurus. I had a lot of fun tonight. I don't know. It was a good season from start to finish. It was a harrowing season. We definitely. Hang on, I gotta let my dog out because she's driving me crazy.
I'll skip over to Cotton.
Come back to me.
Cotton, season 3. Outros. How was season 3 for you? Favorite moment and outro, you know?
Season 3 for me was very scary. I didn't know what I was doing at the beginning, and there was a lot of stuff happening at the beginning. My favorite moment was probably during the finale when we finally got a moment to breathe and find out about each other's characters. I don't remember what else you asked.
Your outros.
Oh, I'm Cotton. You can find me on Twitter and AP's Discord, and you can also find me on Tuesday nights for a short time on the Table Stop, and on his YouTube for the Pokemon show. And Sunday in September, we'll be starting the Game of Thrones. That's all.
That's true. The Game of Thrones game will be starting not this Sunday, but next Sunday, probably, if we can get everybody in the same place with everything finished, which is pretty questionable. Pondo, things was a roller coaster tonight, my friend. I've seen people make huge dick energy plays on this show. There was nothing more huge dick energy than attempting that DFA right there at the end. That was I really wanted to punish you for that, and you were just too good. It hurt really badly to watch you walk through everything, be successful. Congratulations on that. There were so many possible areas of failure, and you succeeded at literally everything. Season 3, favorite moment and outros.
It was probably that DFA.
My entire life has led to this one moment where I kick a man in the head with jump jets.
I mean, he's been for 3 seasons saying DFA is a terrible idea, don't do it. And I literally had to either wait a turn or go for the DFA and see what happens. And it worked.
Okay.
And I am Pondo, or Pondothemad. You can catch me on YouTube or Twitch /Pondothemad. Catch me here on Saturday nights with Sid. We're playing 40K, and then whenever AP goes on vacation, catch me playing Pokemon.
Sid? Same question.
My favorite part of season 3. Well, you're right. This has been a roller coaster of an episode, and me personally, I'm never comfortable being directly responsible for ending another person's character. And I think Rad knew that. That's why he put that on me.
A little bit. A little bit.
But you know, yeah, had to be done. For in character reasons, it had to be done. I couldn't shoot him because of the big huge speech I had just given a couple minutes before about people being able to make something good of themselves in spite of everything. And but obviously my XO is insane, so I can't let that go either. Yeah, I think my favorite was actually the first large scene involving that bit of a story arc with Molly putting bullets into the glass, and that was a really fantastic bit of role playing, that entire scene, and that really set up that story arc that was actually a really good story arc to see. And so I think out of that whole season, that was probably the best moment for me, on a personal level. Just the coolest thing I think was Bandito frying the Galaxy Commander and blowing up the guard tower.
Bandito made so many big plays this season, and you guys have rewarded him.
Really did.
This was the real Game of
Thrones.
Thrones.
But yeah, I'm SidAlpha. I'll be back on Saturday for Warhammer 40K. I hopefully, God, I'll be able to get another video out soon. My day job has been killing me so much. It's actually, it's gotten even worse this past week or so. I don't even know how much sleep I've gotten this week, but I know it's been less than 8 hours, except for last night where I crashed out for 12 hours straight. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to get back to some form of normalcy and being able to get videos out on my channel again soon. I will maintain my weekly line of sight video over at Exclusively Games YouTube channel. And we'll be back here, like I said, back here on Saturday for Warhammer 4K, and then back here next Thursday for something.
Pathfinder, probably.
With blood magic.
The best magic.
Is there blood magic in Pathfinder?
Sure.
Why not?
I'm mostly asking the people that have read Pathfinder, not you.
Probably in original, yes, but not.
Okay.
I agree to disagree.
I'm sure we could figure something out.
Yeah.
Okay. Rad, we're back to you again. We've come full circle.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, it was, I don't know. It was a really great season. It had a lot of really intense moments. I part of me feels guilty. The other part doesn't, because I me and Pondo were kind of in on it the whole time. So Pondo was a super amazing team player, and that he was just willing to go with the flow and wherever it ended up. So I tried to play my character as realistically as possible. I tried to, everybody really liked Butch McGurk, and I think a lot of people were upset when they found out that I was going to be playing a different character. But, I just come up with a story that I thought would be kind of neat and people might enjoy, that would be fun to tell about the whole Kenneth Cross thing. I hadn't really considered or planned for it to be as much of a challenge for Arthur as it was, because full disclosure, I never watched the Isekai Collision show, so I didn't really know all of the context of it. I came up with the idea, and I asked Arthur if this would be a thing that I could do, and he said yes. I don't know that he was into it, but he said yes.
First off, I said,
how it went.
"Have you talked to Pondo?" was, I believe, the first words out of my mouth.
And I did.
And then I said yes.
I talked to the whole cast about it. So everybody, I guess Cotton may have came in after. So I don't know. Cotton didn't maybe catch the whole story at first, but
No, I didn't know until 3 or 4 episodes in.
Right. So I don't think any of us knew how it was going to turn out till the very end. I know I didn't. I had never planned to put it on Harridan until Molly and Harridan had the conversation, like pre-reveal, and like that was when I was like, all right, then this seems like the thing to do. So I did it, which I'm glad, because it made more people involved in the role play on a more significant level, instead of it just being a me and Pondo thing. So I think it worked out pretty good. I hope people enjoyed it.
I know some people will be sad to see Bandito go, and I am too a little bit. He was a great character to have on the cast. I am 90% sure, or really probably more like 98% sure we will see the return of El Guapo as my player character in the next season. I will have to get with Arthur and talk about with him what the future holds for Molly, because I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know that she stays with the unit or if she goes off and founds a unit funded by Black Rabbit. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. Figure out what we want to do, I guess. I'm open. I would encourage anyone
Maybe
and
we could
everyone.
have her command one of the other lances.
Maybe. I would encourage anyone and everyone to join us on Arthur's Discord to discuss the season. I want to know what you thought about it. If you thought it was garbage, you could tell me. That's cool. If you
Pondo
liked it,
should
that'd
play
be nice
Molly.
too.
That's what
Pondo
chat's
should
saying.
play
Pondo could play Molly. That'd be pretty entertaining.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Butch McGurk, I did discuss with Arthur that he would be returning with several of his companions. So I know Cotton came up with a great idea that the rest of the cast could make his other arena lance mates. So there's a possibility if Pondo is interested, he could play a Solaris 7 gladiator that returns as a friend of Butch McGurk's instead of being the sort of back and forth. Or maybe Pondo's got entirely different ideas. I don't know.
We'll talk.
But I think it'll be cool. I'm excited for the future. It, like I said, before I got cut off, is a very harrowing season. A lot of high stress moments. It was a stressful season in general, which I think, during it, we were all kind of wishy-washy about. But now afterwards,
I don't think you were very negative. It was like I killed your favorite pets every episode.
Yeah, it really was. But now afterwards, I think we can look back and we can see the drama that sort of created. And I think that's obviously a testament to Arthur's storytelling. So I had a good time. My favorite parts of the season were the battle to retake the Crow's Castle against James. I thought with having Arthur on our side as an ally, I think that was just a lot of fun. That was a different way to play the game. That was the most units we had ever had on the board. It was a slugfest where we somehow came out on top of a vastly superior clan position and force. So I thought that was a lot of fun. It wasn't fun during, but it was fun to have done and reflect on after. And then my other favorite parts of the season were shopping scenes. I liked every I liked every shopping scene. I liked the scene with Molly and Harridan in the conference room. I don't know. I got to stretch my role-playing wings a lot this season because I got to have a lot of really cool one-on-one scenes with several of the characters. So I guess I like that. I like the one-on-one moments. I liked that battle in particular. That's it, I guess. That's all I got. I don't know. It was a good season.
That's it for us, friends. We'll probably, almost certainly, be back next week. Have a good night. Wow, we ran so late.